to take his properties, including this apartment.
Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. They got you up. They got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes. Hey man, you know stuff about to get
Money
real
Mayweather.
for you,
Floyd. Don't think you're gonna surprise me with that big tractor trailer with all them cars on it. I done seen your car. I done seen them.
Floyd Mayweather is reportedly in a state of panic after his assets were frozen due to a $42 million fraud allegation. However, he firmly denies the accusations, stating that he has fulfilled all his tax obligations and attributing the controversy to a biased media narrative. Mayweather claims the situation has been exaggerated and distorted by misleading reports, insisting that the truth has been overshadowed by sensationalism.
Especially when it comes to the media in this country. While everyone is counting my money and assuming the worst, these are the facts. Uncle Sam received $26 million from me in 2015. What else could they possibly want? I'm sure I would have been notified much sooner if there were any real discrepancies, right? Bottom line, everybody just wants to be part of the Money May show, including the IRS. That's fine. You can crunch numbers all day, but in the end, my empire is rock solid and intact. Now calculate that. Hashtag TMT, hashtag Floyd Mayweather.
Rapper and entrepreneur Rick Ross recently took a jab at Floyd Mayweather, mocking him for no longer flaunting his luxury cars as he once did. A subtle critique that hints at a shift in the boxer's financial situation. Ross pointed out that Mayweather's once famous displays of wealth, particularly his vast car collection, have noticeably diminished, suggesting his extravagant lifestyle may be less sustainable than before. Mayweather's long-standing habit of purchasing high-end items has reportedly come back to haunt him, as he failed to consider the mounting tax liabilities associated with his lavish spending. Despite continuing to showcase his expensive cars, watches, and homes, he seemingly overlooked the taxes owed on them, placing him in a precarious position with tax authorities, and highlighting how his obsession with luxury and image may have overshadowed essential financial responsibilities.
$1 billion purchase 14, they may never have to pay taxes again. The tax code offers super wealthy so many methods to erase your income through deductions is not as better than purchasing a sports team. Buying a sports team is like buying a unicorn of real estate property. Value is always going to go up. The owner is going to make money, but on their tax return, they're going to need a strategy to report that they're losing money. See, the owner is actually allowed to write off the entire cost of the sports team against future income. This will allow Floyd to pay less in taxes. It's called amortization, which is very similar to depreciation. But if Floyd ever decides to sell the team, then the taxes will be owed. Because the taxes he was supposed to pay during those years, he's going to keep that money reinvested for personal profit. See you, Floyd. Hit your boy up if you need help with taxes. My name is Drew. Going to make taxes very easy to understand. Give me a phone.
After news of Floyd Mayweather's financial struggles surfaced, he addressed the situation by revealing that he had paid $26 million to the IRS. While this appeared to be an effort to clear the air, it only sparked further controversy, as many questioned whether the payment was sufficient. Others speculated that the amount might not even represent the full extent of his outstanding tax liabilities, adding more uncertainty to his financial narrative.
Payment he made to the IRS. By the way, nothing makes your tax payment look shadier than when you're just holding up cash.
Right.
That's not a good look for the IRS. Yeah. But he showed his actual, $26 million. Just pay him. Like, I don't know why, like, he's mad at the media. It's like, oh, you guys are making things up. No, it's leaked that you asked to pay after this fight. Like, you make all this money. If I was Mayweather, not only would I pay them on time, the IRS, I'd tip them. Here's what I owe you. Get your woman something nice, all right?
Floyd Mayweather's financial troubles have deepened due to his massive debts, including over $33 million owed to boxer Gervonta Davis and an outstanding liability in Dubai. These issues were further compounded by his recent $42 million purchase, which raised additional concerns about his spending habits. Critics argue that such extravagant acquisitions, despite his existing debts, reflect a concerning lack of financial foresight.
Money Mayweather. They got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes. Hey man, you know stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man. Because you already owe Gervonta Davis $33 million that you ain't paid him.
Do anybody find this strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Javante Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff all that flash that y'all see. But y'all realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating. So that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, born and raised in Las Vegas, and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter. But, man, hey, man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there, because the feds is all in that, man, business right there, man. How you earn all these millions. But, man, stay tuned for that
Reports
next
from
video.
Floyd Mayweather's business partners reveal that he consistently spends far more than he earns each month. His lavish lifestyle, marked by a passion for luxury cars, private jets, and extravagant properties, has placed significant strain on his finances. According to insiders, Mayweather is notorious for neglecting his tax obligations while indulging in his expensive tastes, further complicating his financial situation.
Look, man, we both made some real money, but you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
He probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes.
I
We
see what you're saying.
say we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved up.
That's a fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but me and you, we real. We never count nobody's paper. So
Not at all.
I hope he got $10 billion. And I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out. Like whatever the tab is, he should be able to wire that.
Yeah, I think he could do that with no problem. I think he got all the money in the world.
Floyd Mayweather has made several bold claims about his earnings, including the assertion that he makes $3 million every month, more than tech mogul Bill Gates. However, these statements have been widely dismissed by financial experts as unrealistic and lacking credibility.
Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, 300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
In just 1 week, Floyd Mayweather reportedly spent $5 million on buildings and a new jet, drawing significant scrutiny over his financial stability. This excessive spending not only raised eyebrows, but also brought his ongoing tax issues into the spotlight. While such lavish expenditures may be seen as an effort to maintain his image, they have fueled growing concerns about the sustainability of his financial future.
1996, a con man bought the New York Islanders with fake documents and a fax machine. This is the story of one of the craziest scams in sports history. It all starts with this guy, John Spano Jr. He ran a company called Bison Group in Dallas, Texas. They leased and financed equipment, nothing major. But he was the type of guy to make it seem like they were managing hundreds of millions of dollars. In reality, he was worth less than $5 million. But John always dreamed of being a billionaire, and his way to become one was own a sports team. So in 1995, he positioned himself as a local wealthy businessman and approached the Dallas Stars ownership group as a new potential buyer. The Stars did some basic due diligence and found out that he really didn't have as much money as he was claiming, and then they just dismissed him. So then John tries again, but this time he chooses a brand new franchise, Florida Panthers. And he actually almost bought the Panthers. But after the owners asked for more thorough financials, the deal fell through. Which brings us to 1996 and the New York Islanders. The owner at the time, John Pickett, was desperate to move the team. He bought the team during a dynasty where they won 4 Stanley Cups in a row during the early 80s. Since then, the team was on a steep decline, losing millions a year. In the early 90s, Pickett tried to sell the team. Every time it fell through. Then out of nowhere, here comes the mysterious business tycoon, John Spano, here to save the franchise. And this time, Spano came prepared with fake financial documents, phony businesses, and forged letters of credit to look legit. He said all the right things, he looked the part, and Pickett was so desperate to sell the team, he did for $165 million. And with no one really looking too deep into it, even the NHL approved him. The wild part is, he was given full control of the team without even making a payment. For 4 months, Spano acted as a legit owner, sat in on GM meetings, signed players, traded players, and even took interviews as the owner. However, the lies did catch up to him. Spano misses his first payment, and he blames it on the bank. Then he misses a second payment, and now everyone starts digging into his life. Turns out he didn't have any money at all. All of his bank statements were fake, and even his financial advisors were just his friends pretending. Once the truth broke, the whole deal was void. Spano was later arrested and sentenced 71 months in federal prison. Now, something like this would never happen today, but it is pretty wild that Spano owned an NHL team for 4 months with no money.
Floyd Mayweather's recent acquisition of several buildings in New York City has raised eyebrows, with many questioning the rationale behind such purchases at this stage in his career, particularly in light of his ongoing financial difficulties.